Hey guys, Saiyan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we just had the teaser for the Dokkan Fest Vegeta posted on the JP in the news section. Obviously this will be in the global news section, I imagine, once the maintenance is over, but of course at the time of recording the maintenance still has about an hour to go before it is over, so I imagine once it's done, along with the updates we always get about like the maintenance being over with the couple of stones, we'll get some stuff in there about Saiyan Day, including this teaser. So shout out to Badman Vegeta with the pink shirt. The Prince of Saiyans has undergone an astonishing evolution, challenged the superpower that has regained his pride. So obviously talking about his first Super Saiyan transformation for the Dokkan Fest unit. Stay tuned for a new super fierce battle event. So you guys know UK time, it was 1 AM the Dokkan Now. I stayed up to cover that. Made the video just breaking down what we saw in it, and then I went straight to bed, and then they did a data download not long after that. So I know a couple of people have done private server showcases already. I will have those out later today as well, so I do appreciate anyone checking those out, even though, you know, other people have posted them. But we're going to go through the data download and some of the information that we didn't know. Like, I didn't talk about the side banner unit in the original video because they did not show them in the Dokkan Now. So if we go over to our boy Proton here, shout out to the GOAT as always, collecting all of the info from the data download. This is of course from the JP one. Global will have one as part of the maintenance, once the maintenance is over and the game comes up. We obviously will have some sort of download in size, I imagine bigger than JP's of course, because we are getting the version update that they recently got, as well as all of this stuff. So the data download includes the promo movie, the two new units, the Vegeta and the side banner unit King Vegeta, the Dokkan event information, the Super Extreme Z battle stuff for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then the burst mode for the Cell event that we saw in the Dokkan Now as well. So here is the promo movie. This of course will be the same on global, just except for having the you know, English captions and the English voiceover. But I've seen a lot of people say that they're on the fence about the Vegeta animations. Let me know what you think. I know they're not like the crazy top tier, you know, like Broly and Gogeta from the anniversary, but I think they're pretty good. I'm quite happy with this unit overall, so definitely excited to summon for him. But we have the Tech Vegeta with SSR and TUR arts, the transformation art as well, and then of course the King Vegeta. His SSR art's actually really cool. It'll probably be too zoomed in if I bring it up, but yeah, definitely cool here for the SSR art. I mean the TUR's cool as well, but probably, I don't know if I prefer the SSR. It looks pretty cool. I'm expecting Toon to keep an SSR copy and have this as his profile picture, because our boy Toon finally won. We finally got a King Vegeta, even though he's not a Dokkan Fest. Then we have the Dokkan event for Vegeta and his medals, of course. Can't wait for the fact that obviously global we now have the update with the power level thing, so you can get bonus drops. On stream the other day we did actually have the incident where I used a boost and got the power level bonus, so we got 28 medals in one run from a Dokkan event. So hoping for similar kind of luck here. Hopefully, as they've been doing with a lot of these campaigns recently, there'll be missions to get extra medals as well to make awakening him and the King Vegeta, if you do pull both of them, a lot faster. So then we have the Super Extreme Z battle stuff for Goku, category weakness, Resurrected Warriors. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Like, we don't know how hard the Super Easy Ace are going to be, so maybe for the first one, I'll just have to, like, wait and see. But shall I do team building guides for the Super Extreme Z battles? Because, obviously, I do them for the normal Easy A's. The category weakness is still the same, but, of course, Resurrected Warriors is a much different category than it was when this Easy A first came out all those years ago, and AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku was the first unit to receive an Easy A. So let me know what you guys think down below. Then we have the burst mode becoming the ultimate perfect form. You can get the Cell perfect form rage theme and the Android 16 theme, as well as another Dokkan just in-game theme, map 11. We have the banner assets. So, of course, the banner art being revealed, it doesn't show the full lineup. It just shows a few of the main featured units. This is exactly what we would have expected anyway, right? There's no actual new, like, there's no news here. Vegeta's the new unit. King Vegeta's the side banner unit. God Goku was last year's Saiyan Day unit, so we know he'd be on here. Majin Vegeta was the year before. I think the previous banner from last year with God Goku went back at least 3 or 4 Saiyan Day units, so I'm not surprised to see either of those on here. And then, of course, the Saiyan Day Day banner is always the first return of the Dokkan Fest LR from the Tanabata. So, of course, in LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4, Goku is on there. So, we don't know the full lineup. Like I say, I'm expecting to still see Int Broly, because they normally do go back a few Saiyan days, but there could be some other interesting surprises in there. But yeah, this image doesn't really tell us anything that we didn't know already. And then we have new skill orbs, Ultimate Red Zone. Ultimate Red Zone on JP's back to limited attempts after the anniversary stuff, making it infinite, which is a shame. Maybe one day. I'm still a big hater of limited attempts per day events. So not a huge amount of stuff that we did not know. Obviously, we have all of the details for the Vegeta. I did discuss this in the video itself. Vegeta definitely seems very interesting. Vegeta Family and Super Saiyans. There's the 170, and then Pure Saiyan's Battle of Wits or Mastered Evolution. His team post-anniversary, so like for JP, is considerably better when you think about the fact that it's going to have like Gogeta and Broly, the EZA for STR, Vegito on there. Now for Global, it will be interesting. I'm going to, when I do my private server showcase, just to kind of make it a little bit different from the others that have been done already, I am only going to use units that are on Global. So it'll be a preview of what his team will look like on Global. But he seems very interesting. He's got guard. He has a bit of damage reduction. He builds up defense in base from getting hit. He infinitely stacks attack and defense. You can get an extra super if you have a Goku, a unit whose name includes Goku on the rotation. This is really interesting for like the Super Saiyans team, because obviously the LR Super Saiyan trio, Goku's one of the three, so that unit includes the name Goku. Super Saiyans obviously has big teams like big units like God Goku, but Vegeta's leader skill being pure Super Saiyans as well as Vegeta Family, and then Pure Saiyans, it means any Super Saiyan Goku is on his 200% leader skill, and even like, you know, there's any units that are Goku and somebody else, like we said, right, like Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. Now once they fused, they won't be, but by then Vegeta will have transformed, and in his transformed state, he doesn't require a Goku on the rotation anymore. Now, I didn't really think about this before, but like that's really good design, because once we get that STR Goku and Vegeta EZA for Global, and of course JP who already have him, they go together really well when they're both in base. Then when Vegito transforms, by then Vegeta will have transformed, so it doesn't matter that he's not going to have a unit whose name includes Goku on the rotation with him anymore. So that's really, really good. So he seems good. And then, of course, like I say, in the video, we did not talk about King Vegeta because he had not been revealed. So Extreme AGL King Vegeta is going to be the side banner unit. He's got a very interesting design. Like, parts of his kit seem kind of interesting, and then there's one bit that seems very strange. So he's got a Pure Saiyan's lead for 3 ki and 130, and then his passive, the Rebellious Saiyan, ki 3, attack and defense 180, additional attack and defense 90% when attacking. He changes physical orbs to AGL, and then he gets 18% damage reduction if you have 3 or more orbs obtained, and then an extra 18% if it's 3 or more AGL orbs. So if he gets 3 AGL orbs, he has 36% damage reduction. Should have relatively decent defense, right? 180 start of turn and then 90% on super. I believe his super attack effect does raise defense as well. Yeah, it's greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn. So his post-super defense, and if you got 3 orbs, pretty decent with 36% damage reduction. He gives Pure Saiyans and Vegeta Family allies 30% attack and defense and 18% crit chance, which is nice. Additional attack and defense 90%, and all allies ki +3, and attack and defense 30% when performing a super. If there's an ally whose name includes Vegeta, we're like getting rid of Junior, King, Baby, etc., attacking in the same turn. Now, the thing about this is it's on super, so this is the part that's a bit weird. If he's attacking in slot 3, he's getting an extra 90% attack and defense, which is good, but he gives all allies an extra 3 ki and 30% attack and defense, but he's going to be a unit that's in slot 3. So when he attacks, everybody on the rotation gets an extra 3 ki and 30% attack and defense, but why? Now, I guess there is like the STR Gogeta event on phase on JP for the Blue Zone Gogeta, where he has AoEs in the last phase. So maybe if he's AoEing you in the last slot, then this could be kind of helpful. But other than that, it seems very pointless. If it was multi-turn support, then that would be kind of cool. But like, you're not putting this guy in slot 1. Now, I guess on some rotations, you could put him in slot 2 for the benefit of the support for the slot 3 unit. But, I mean, this guy's a decent banner unit, but you're not going to be running him on main rotation. So that part of his passive seems very weird. It does just basically give him a huge buff to himself. So after supering with 6 orbs, he's going to get a pretty decent jump up in stats from this on super stuff as well, if there's a Vegeta on rotation. And of course, if you're running him as a support unit on the new Vegeta team, then, you know, he's going to be floating in slot 3. You're going to have a Vegeta on both rotations, so he's always going to have this passive active. So very interesting. But yeah, that last part seems kind of pointless. But even without that, like as a slot 3 unit, his defense will be relatively high. He's got 36% damage reduction if you get the orbs, which, I mean, considering the support he gives and the links that the Super Saiyans team has, you're not going to be desperately needing orbs for other units on the rotation. The only thing that could be a bit wonky, as we've already seen with God Goku, is if you were running like the LR Super Saiyan trio on Vegeta's team, and they change all their orbs to Int, and then he changes... actually, no, he only changes physical to AGL, doesn't he? So I guess if the Super Saiyans change a bunch of orbs to change a bunch of the physical orbs to Int, then this guy can't create AGL orbs. But as long as they don't, he won't be taking their Int orbs. So that is kind of interesting. But of course, as well, if you're floating him in slot 3, that means the next time he comes around, he'll be in slot 1. He could change the physical orbs to AGL, and then they change the AGL orbs to Int. So that's something that you have to think about. But, I mean, the LR Super Saiyans aren't on Vegeta's 200% leader skill. Because if we go back to his details, like, they are Super Saiyans, of course, but they're not Pure Saiyans because Trunks is on the card. They're not on Battle of Wits, and they're not on Mastered Evolution. So I'd be interested to see. I'll use them on the team for my showcase because obviously they're still one of the big hitters on Global. But it will be interesting to see how good they can be in some of the harder content, only getting a 170 lead. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you think of Vegeta? What do you think of King Vegeta? I think he's definitely decent. He's not crazy. I don't know if I would say like, oh, he's the new best banner unit, but he certainly seems very interesting. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.